Hello, this is Summersays Oracle, and I have your message for the week. I already pre-shuffled and pulled everything, so I'm just going to give you what was given to me to share. So the first card that we got was Patience and Planning, and then I got Temptation, and then I got New Beginning. So initially what I'm saying with the patience and planning, temptation, and new beginning is sometimes when you are trying to move forward and you're trying to do something new or whatever, you may be hasty in your decision making because you want it to manifest or just get the ball rolling so fast. So you're just really trying to move towards what you want. So I pulled some clarifying cards, and then the next card that I pulled Wheel of Fortune, and then I pulled the Chariot, and then I pulled King of Pentacles. So, but I don't think I put them in that order, actually. So, yeah. So the way I pulled it was, I pulled the Wheel of Fortune first, then I pulled the King of Pentacles, and then I pulled the Chariot. So I pulled that Wheel of Fortune to clarify the patience and planning. So with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like a karmic kind of card about kind of like balance, sowing, reaping, that type of energy, karma, how karma works. You know, you put something out in the universe, it comes back. So that's what you get with the Wheel of Fortune. So getting that with that planning, that patience and planning card, that's telling me that whoever this is for, when it comes to planning whatever you're planning, don't rush. Take the time to be patient with it, because if you rush with it, you get it fast, you're going to lose it fast. And what the energy that I'm getting with this is, you want something that's going to sustain itself, something that's going to kind of save itself. So, and then when you put that King of Pentacles with the temptation, what I'm getting with that again is telling me that this is something that you need to really put some thought into when it comes to whatever you are planning to do, whether it's a business or I'm getting business. So whoever this is for, I feel like this has to do with some type of entrepreneurial situation, business, job, career type thing. I don't really see this being something when it comes to relationship, but the energies can be that for some of you. It can be something that has to do with relationship. If I was to relate this to a relationship, just with the patience and planning, a lot of times we rush into relationships. Rushing into relationships typically without using wisdom and guidance when it comes to those relationships, typically they're going to end just as fast as you created them, or kind of got together with that person. So and then with temptation, we've all probably been tempted at some point in time, but when it comes to a relationship, if you are using patience and planning when it comes to a relationship and temptation, what that's telling me is, like, don't get so pulled into what you think you know or you think you see. Take some time to really weigh out your options, really see what's going on behind the scenes, not just what's in front of you. And when it comes to that new beginning, it may be something you've never done before. This might be a new relationship. This might be a new career, something that you've never done before. But if you just take your time with it, get to learn what you need to learn. If it's career-wise, gain some knowledge about what you want to work in. If you've never worked in a particular industry, start to, get some background knowledge about it, so that as you go into it, you're not going in green. You're going in with some knowledge about it. So that is what I'm getting when it comes to that new beginning, and not being tempted to just jump in. A lot of times you see it on social media. A lot of people get into this really pushing to do this, do that, do this because we all doing it. The bandwagon type mentality and shit like that. But I don't see that that's a good idea with this particular read for whoever this is resonating with. Everything don't work for everybody, and a lot of times with this culture that we have right now, where everybody wants to do what everybody's doing, everybody wants to look like how everybody else is looking, everybody want to dress like how everyone else is dressing, everybody else wants to do this type of whatever on their social media because everybody else is doing it on their social media. Like, this is new for you. So when you think about that, think about some things that have been sitting deep down inside of you that you've been wanting to try or do, but you may have had a little reluctancy with it and stuff like that. And then that last clarifying card I got was the Chariot. And with that one, it's telling me when it comes to that new beginning is, you can, as long as you are making strides towards the things that you are trying to do when it comes to that career, that business or whatever, you're going to be okay. But it's definitely something that you're headed in the right direction. I'm hearing that you are heading in the right direction. So don't doubt yourself. Just keep trying to gain knowledge. Put yourself in spaces with people who are doing what you want to be doing, so you can learn. You don't have to mimic and copy per se, depending on what it is, but just to learn what you need to learn when it comes to it. So that's something that I think would be a good tool to use, is connecting with people who are doing what you want to be doing so that you can learn from them. And on the bottom of the deck, I got intuition and I got the Fool. So with those two cards, it's telling me, like, again, you're moving in the right direction, you're on the right track, but sometimes you gotta shut off the noise from other people and other things and really go within yourself and dig deep within yourself, whether that's praying, meditating, however you tap into you. But trust your intuition. If your intuition is telling you this is not the right time or way to go and I need to do this or I need to wait, that's why I'm saying patience. Your intuition is going to tell you to wait. It's not just me telling you with these cards. Your intuition will be telling you to wait when it's time to wait and move forward when it's time to move forward. And when you move forward, I really believe, like with that Fool card being on the bottom, it literally is like a mirror card to the new beginning card, because that's what the Fool card is all about, is a fresh new start, going and moving into something that you have no idea what's on the other side of it, but you're going anyway. And so that's how I feel. That's what I feel with this is. And it kind of reminds me of some things that I've been hearing recently about somebody. But I will say this, like, yes, move forward, trust your intuition. I think that's pretty much it. And be patient with yourself. And if you make some missteps or some mistakes, it's okay. Don't dwell on that. Just sit back and understand that there was a lesson in that misstep. And that's where that Wheel of Fortune comes into play. Like, if you do have a misstep, or you already did that, just know that whatever you put out into the universe is going to come back to you. So you don't want to be putting out doubt, fears, and uncertainty, and not believing in yourself, because that you're going to keep having situations come up that's really going to start to make you doubt yourself even more and everything like that. So I think that that should help you out a lot in that regard, as far as like just knowing that it's going to be okay, knowing that you will be tempted for sure when it comes to that fork in the road, when it's time to make that decision. You're going to be tempted to go the road, the easier path, the road that everybody else is going down. But this is a time for you to be able to trust your intuition, and you may just have to go that other route. That other route may be the trailblazer. Like I think I pulled that before, and I on another reading that I did, and I said something about you are the trailblazer. You may be just that. You are that trailblazer. So you're the one who's going to be starting a new path. Maybe you have to go first and then others will follow, instead of you running where everybody else is going and trying to follow them. And at the end of it all, I really believe when it comes to business, finances, and entrepreneurial type situations, you're going to come out in a really better place than what you started as a king, with that King of Pentacles. I think that you will really start to have a good grip on your finances. I also believe with this, I was hearing that you need to, the patient and the planning part is getting your finances in order right now before you start to spend money on things. Like if you need to get your debt under control, to get whatever you need to get started, start looking into maybe, either consolidating debt or just paying off debt, if that's something that could hinder you from doing what you're trying to do with your business sense. And if it's relationship, like I said, I could flip this and it could, for some of you, sound like something that sounds like a relationship issue that you got going on. But with that, same thing. Especially when you're dealing with that Wheel of Fortune and karmic cycles and things like that. If it's relationship wise, you may need to clean that slate. If it's some shit you did that was foul, if it's some things that you did that were foul, it might be a time for you to kind of clear that up. I'm not going to tell you how you need to clear that up. You know what you did and you know what you didn't do. And if there's something that you should have done that you didn't do, don't dwell on the past, but move forward. But put out a better energy now, so that whatever comes back is good for you. It benefits you. It benefits the people who are connected to you. So with that King of Pentacles, make sure that the relationships that you have are balanced relationships that work out in your favor, but not in a selfish way. So meaning it works out for you, but it also works out for the people who you are connected with too. But that's all I have to say. That's all I was getting from this. I hope that this resonated for somebody. If you are into numerology, I do got quite a few numbers up here. I'll put that in the description. So if any numbers connect with you, sometimes you hear a reading and it may not make sense today, but put it in your back pocket. And I'll also, like I said, I'll put the numbers in the bottom, because sometimes numbers can be just the aha to get what you need to get, so you can get your download as it connects with this reading. So that's all I have to say. Thought I'd give a quick read on my little break. I was working and I was like, oh, I need to pull some cards. I feel like I got a message I need to share. All right, but y'all have a good day. See you guys later. Be blessed. Bye.